Facebook, and also hopefully testimonials on the Facebook page, which means that they must do good work. It's instant credibility. You also have to keep in mind that people on Facebook are used to marketing. You might think to yourself, I don't want to go on Facebook, which is a social network, and try to shove my business down everybody. And that's just not how it is, because people are used to it. Facebook has their own ads, for crying out loud. It certainly is okay, and it's a way of networking. It's networking for the future is essentially what it is. And it's also a great way to stay in close touch with your customer base. I really want to point out to you the important thing about Facebook, how viral it is. Let's just say, for example, let's use an analogy. Let's say that one of your customers would take one of your flyers and hang it up outside in their yard or on their front porch, and then whenever people would drive by or come over to visit, they would see your flyer there. Not only is it going to increase awareness, but also people are going to say, oh, Sally's a good person, and that's who they use for their plumbers. That's who I'll use too. And essentially, that's what Facebook is. Whenever someone becomes your friend, other people see that, and it's public knowledge. And the thing is, whenever you post on there, and it's hard to explain it unless you're on there and use it, but the more people you have, you can advertise to them, and then you're also advertising to all their friends. So in other words, I have a diagram here. When someone is your friend on Facebook, all their friends will see it too. And that is incredibly important. And this, I think, is one of the biggest keys to why Facebook is so popular for businesses to market on, because of this aspect right here. Essentially, it's whenever you were to advertise to a client on Facebook, it's the equivalency of posting a flyer at the home of every client you have, or having a billboard in all their yards, which is crazy. So it's a really good idea to be doing it. Just a few tips for you Facebook fans that are already brave enough to be on there. You want to make sure that you take the time to create a friendly looking profile that focuses on the positives of your business. Make it friendly, make it look real. Include pictures, that's also another big thing. Make sure you have a link back to your website, and when you do that, you need to use the it's http:// just like you were to do it in the address bar to go to a website. If you just have the www, it won't be a live link. Facebook won't see it that way. You can see me afterwards if you want to learn more about how to do that. You also want to place a link on your webpage that points to your Facebook account. You want to encourage your staff to join your Facebook page if you want to go that route. Some people aren't comfortable doing that. Maybe you want to, maybe you don't. There's pros and cons of that. Offer your customers an incentive to join your Facebook page, such as a discount on services or even a free bonus. You also want to engage with the people when they post on your Facebook page, I love my whatever, write back. That's great, because people like to see that back and forth. You can also post on popular city pages to increase your exposure, and that's something that can really help you out a lot if you know how to do it right. Okay, let's go ahead and wrap up. This will be the last part of the presentation. And again, these are optional things that you may want to include. I would at least include this next one. There's another important thing that I want to bring to your attention today, and that's that marketing is an ongoing process, and you absolutely need to be analyzing your traffic on a regular basis. I know that a lot of you have spent tons of money advertising in the phone books and the yellow pages and newspapers, and the thing is, a lot of times you don't really know how well your ads perform. You can ask people, how did you find me? And I've found that that's a pretty unreliable way to get data. Well, the incredible thing about a website is that you can track everything. You can find out where people came from, how long they stayed on your website, what pages they visited, what pages they left through, what keywords they typed in to find your page. Everything is trackable, and this is incredibly important. Google Analytics is a free statistical software program that was created by Google and doesn't cost anything to do, and I use it on all my clients, and it is very, very powerful. You can see that I have a picture here that shows you, this kind of shows, very easy to understand graphs. How many people come to your site a day? How many came through the search engine? What pages they've been to? I actually break it down right here. It tells you how many visitors you see every day. This can be helpful in spotting trends. It tells you where they're coming from. Let's say, for example, that you're paying for an ad to be on the newspaper online. You can tell how many people come from that every day. You can decide if it's worthwhile or not for you to be paying for. You can also tell where people are located, what part of the world they're coming to your site from, where they're leaving from. It goes on and on and on, and that's why I want to highly encourage you. It shocks me I've worked with quite a few larger businesses, and that they were not looking at their website data, and it's a gold mine that's already there, and you should already have access to be able to do these things. And if not, I really encourage you to get it because it doesn't even cost anything. So I can't talk about that strongly enough. I also wanted to talk about another thing. I have here a phone, and I got to tell you that more and more people are using their phones to find websites these days online. Let's say, for example, that you're in downtown Baltimore and you need looking for a restaurant to eat in, or you need a plumber, and you grab your phone, it's in your pocket, you go to find one on the phone so you can call them right away. And the thing is, if you think about how websites are built, most websites look terrible on mobile phones, and that's just the way that it is, because a website is made to take up a whole big computer screen, and when you start to talk about a small phone, it doesn't work. And I know some people try to make their website, you can make it smaller so it looks good on a phone, but then guess what? It's going to look terrible in person when someone uses a computer. So the best situation is when you have two websites, one for the phone and one for people that use a computer. And you can actually set this up. This is something that I do. I'm able to set it up so that when somebody comes to your site, if they're on a phone, they'll be sent to the phone version. If they're using a computer, they're sent to the computer version. So this way, you can have a mobile-friendly site that allows people to see your information in a very easy to understand manner. Like, if someone's looking for a restaurant, what are they looking for? They're looking for where you're located, what kind of food you have, and your hours, and all those are all the things that you put in plain sight on your phone. You don't need to weigh them down with all kinds of crazy things. You can even set up the phone website so that they could just push a button to be able to automatically dial your number, or all kinds of cool things. So I just want to encourage you to look at that, because you'd be surprised, and you can even tell in your website logs, your statistics, how many people have been looking at your website using a phone. You can also see here, just in the presentation, I want you to know that I'm an established company. I've been doing this for a while. Spend a minute talking about what I do. I've been doing internet marketing for years, and helping local businesses is an incredible fit for me. I started out doing things just for myself, selling things on my own websites, and it's great, and I still do it. But the thing is, I compete against the whole world, and it can be competitive. Whereas if I go and help a local business, I'm only competing against other businesses in this town. And believe me, there isn't anybody around here that does things like I do, and I have had no problem getting people to the top. So that's what I do. My company performs SEO, search engine optimization, increasing exposure of your website. Can help with setting you up on a mobile phone. I can help you out on Facebook and Twitter. I can teach you about Facebook and Twitter, how to use it for your business. I can also perform email marketing and management that way too, in terms of just the power of getting people to come to your site and give you their email so you can be marketing them to that way as well. So I hope that you've enjoyed my presentation. I would love to sit down and talk to you. If you're not sure if my service would be for you, the way that I work is you can just give me a call, and since you're at this presentation, I would be happy to offer you a free consultation where I would first take a look at your website, and then we'd sit down and I'd give you a report and tell you if I think that I could be a good fit and how I think that I could help you. So please, I'd also be happy to answer any questions that you have at this time, and I've appreciated your time. Thank you.